Buenas tardes a todos. Obrigado. Thank you very much to being here today. I am Adrià Garcia from Spain, partner from Pepon. And I want to begin my presentation just taking the last words of Pepon. We need to move forward. And I must do my presentation so fast because we are running out of time. So let's start. We are just living a very special moment because we are just on the cutting edge of a paradigm shift, like Pepon Jover said before. This man, Richard Hoagland, is a scientist. Sorry. Doesn't work?
It doesn't work like that, no.
Okay. Thank you, Robert. Let's go. As I said, Richard Hoagland is a well-known scientist who worked for NASA as a science advisor for more than 20 years. And he wrote an amazing book. This book is Dark Mission, and in the first couple of chapters of Dark Mission, he explains some things that are very interesting. One of those things is that at the moment, even the amateur astronomers are seeing things that should never be there. We are talking about the moon, okay? The surface on the moon, there is some strange things, and now anyone could see that kind of things, okay? Also, we have an interesting images of NASA, of the American Space Agency, of the proofs and the vehicles, the main vehicles on the surface of Mars, that there are many pictures were analyzed with people like me, like you, in their house, with simple programs, with Photoshop, and they found some very interesting evidence inside the pictures. So, what's happening? It's happening that that kind of knowledge it's coming out at high speed, okay? No one can stop this kind of information. This is coming out. This is no way to come back. We are here and we are making history at those years. So, also, as Paola said, insiders, former army members, intelligence agents, scientists who work in the so-called dark budget projects are talking about ET contact, amazing technologies, like our partner of Denmark, Freddy, said before, and sorry. All the subjects are in the same time are creating a situation that mainstream science is ready to go on the subject. Recent discoveries like the new exoplanets by Kepler mission. I don't know if you know or you know something about Gliese 581G? Yeah? How many people heard about it? Oh, few people. This planet is one of the 54 planets that well-known candidates to be planets with characteristics very similar to the Earth. Okay? We are talking about only 4 months of analyzed information of the Kepler mission, and NASA is talking about 1,200 new planets candidates, okay, not planets confirmed, only candidates. Among this number, there are 54 candidates to be very similar with our Earth, okay? And Gliese 581g is one of the most interesting planets. So, there are huge breakthroughs in quantum physics, and this is made possible, the so called science fiction, as Paola said, because this is not a science fiction, it's a science fact, okay? It's a science fact working behind the scenes. Now we are living the contradiction, okay? Every day, surprisingly, meanwhile the discoveries are happening, the great majority ignores that discoveries. A few moments ago, we talked about Gliese, and I think 5 or 6 people here knew about Gliese. So, in general, people there is not informed about this subject. So, people behind the scenes are using the so-called projective programming, and they are putting inside the movies and the series, inside the science fiction, the truth. They are inoculating the truth, okay? In order to manipulate emotions. So, when the right time comes, people take the fiction reference to make decisions. Let's go to the reality for a moment, for a while. How they are releasing the truth. You know about Ronald Reagan talking about aliens, this subject. This is 1987 at the United Nations, and I think it's more interesting if I show you the video of Ronald Reagan telling this kind of issues. So, that's the cable. Yeah. No problem. Thank you.
Differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our humans than war and a threat?
Okay, we cut the video here. But it's very interesting. The words of a former president of the United States in the middle of the United Nations. Okay. Paola talked also about Werner von Braun and Carol Rosin. It's very interesting because Carol Rosin, 2001, made this statement and told us which is the game behind the scenes, okay? And also, I think it's important to hear the words by the mouth of the Carol Rosins.
In 1974, after being a 6th grade school teacher, I was introduced to the late Dr. Werner von Braun in the U.S., the father of rocketry. In my first meeting with him, during that first 3.5 hours, he said to me, "Carol, you will stop the weaponization of space. And I said, you know, teachers don't stop until June. He said, no, you have to understand, this is federal. And we have to prevent the weaponization of space because there is a lie being told to everyone that the weaponization of space is now first being based upon the evil empire, the Russians. There are many enemies, he said, against whom we're going to build this space-based weapon system. The first of whom was the Russians, which was existing at that time. Then there would be terrorists. Then there would be third world countries. Now we call them rogue nations or nations of concern. Then there would be asteroids. And then he would repeat to me over and over. And the last card, the last card, the last card would be the extraterrestrial threat. Well, at the time, I kind of laughed when he said asteroids, and when he said extraterrestrials, I knew I wasn't going to deal with that subject. And now we hear in the news just today, this week, that they've slid in another enemy. Only this time we're going to protect our satellites. In other words, we have to have some reason to spend these trillions to waste these dollars on a space-based weapon system, and they're all lies. This is a system, he told me, that would never protect anyone. Even back then, he talked about suitcase bombs. He talked about chemical, viral, bacterial, biological warfare, that these space-based weapons would never protect us against.
Interesting information, I think. So, now we move forward to the present, or the near present, and I want to know how many people know about Stephen Hawking's statement? Yeah, more people than the other time. See what kind of a statement made one of the most reputed physicists of the world. We must fear ET contact. Most well-known physicist opens the Pandora's box. This is April 2010. He released the information at Discovery Channel series. I want to know how was the face of the people seeing at the time Discovery Channel series. Amazing picture, I think. The statement is, if aliens visit us, the outcome will be much as when Columbus arrived to America, which didn't turn so well for Native Americans. Whoa. What kind of a statement? Yeah, it's so hard. So, we are now January 2011. We are talking about the same issue. Who'll talk Paola and Oli also, and I'm interested in focused our attention not in the Saudi Arabia, instead in the personalities and also the enterprises investing and collaborating to do this kind of event, okay? Let me show you. What do you think about it? Volkswagen, Boeing, Google, Siemens, the Bin Laden Group? Bin Laden Group? CNN, National Geographic, okay? Well, Walt Disney was on the first, at first time, I was, that I saw the page, but later it was wiped out of that patch. Okay, but it's really interesting what kind of enterprises are investing in that event. Okay, and such kind of enterprises were there, to hear about ET contact. Whoa. Okay. Then, NASA releasing information. Okay. I don't know if you heard about the bacterial life found on Earth, December. Do you know about it? Yeah? Yeah? I think that for sure that you don't know that Russian scientists said that the bacteria are not ET. And this kind of life is well known on Earth for many years, okay? And it's for sure native of our planet. So, the question is, why in the world NASA is releasing this kind of information now, at this time? Because this kind of information is so different of the normal politics of the American Space Agency. So, it's so strange altogether, okay? Then the Royal Society, the most ancient and prestigious scientific society talking about ET contact. This is February 2011, okay? They are following the same lines of discussion like Stephen Hawking. Why? Why now? Writers of the articles are well-known and famous scientists like Frank Drake of SETI Institute. Okay? Let's look at some of the article titles. The implications of the discovery of extraterrestrial life for religion. Predicting what extraterrestrial will be like and preparing for the worst. Whoa. Whoa. Discovery of extraterrestrial life. Assessment by scales of its importance and associated risk. The search for life in our solar system and the implications for science and society. And so on. But this is not the only issue here. Hollywood is also doing its own job now. Yeah? We talk about predictive programming in action. Science fiction is a way to set up a background for us in order to have a reference if the situation comes, okay? Movies and TV series are showing ET contact as a conflict. The regular argument is to wipe out the humankind in order to take over the planet and its resources too. This is the same argument that Stephen Hawking said, okay? And the Royal Society. Now it's possible to watch movies on TV and TV series like Skyline, Earth Invasion, The Events, and so on. The remake of B. So, we are in very, very interesting times because all this kind of information is coming out. And this is an issue here because it seems to be that certain kind of people, and I'm not thinking that it's Santa Claus preparing next Christmas, okay? Certain kind of people are preparing a situation here. We the people have the opportunity to decide which way we want to come out of this planet for the first time. This is one of the issues if this information comes out, fully disclosure. Not only the technological issue, yeah. This is also the spread of our humankind across the galaxy and beyond. We can choose to be manipulated or to take an active role in history. The starting point could be to find our own information, like Pipon said before, and not to expecting to get it from the media, because the media are the property of someone who is ruling behind the scene. Exopolitics also must play an active role in close times to come. It's required to define a line of action to deal with this subject. Okay? So, my presentation is over. Thank you very much. We are... Obrigado, obrigado.